Alright, so I got one for you guys. Service emission system, speed limit 55. It used to be 65. Check engine light is on, and I have the two codes. One code is for basically like mass flow sensor or your intake temperature sensor. That's the same thing. It's on your airbox, and the only way to reset it usually it's to basically clean the sensor, change it, or if you don't have access to it and you're on the road like myself, a couple days I was, disconnect the battery and wait a couple minutes, or both of the batteries actually. And then what you gotta do, you gotta cycle ignition a couple times, So what you do, you shut it off and you cycle ignition a couple times. After you disconnect the battery, I already disconnected the battery, it's still on. But the second time you turn on the ignition, or third time, you'll see it's actually gonna kill the whole thing on the screen, and you're gonna be able to start your truck. And as long as you don't shut it off, you're gonna be able to make it wherever you gotta go. Hold the ignition on. There you go, see it's still on there. And after I'll start the truck. So now I'm gonna hold the ignition on. All the lights are on. And it's probably not gonna want to start. Oh, actually it started. For my thing, actually start and die for like 3 or 4 times. Now you see I have no check engine light. I'm able to press this. See, shows me the airbags because I have problems with my airbags, but that's not the problem. See, and now you can see all your trip. Now your truck is gonna drive again. So you're gonna be able to drive it wherever you gotta go. So whatever you do, don't shut the truck off, because then you're gonna have to do the same thing over and over. I figured this out when I was about 16, 17 hours away from home in Texas, and I was trying to make it home, and I wasn't gonna go 55 miles an hour. It sucks. So what you gotta do, disconnect both of the batteries, the one on the left side and right side. Wait probably a couple minutes and stuff. If you want to speed up the process, make sure that both batteries are disconnected, and you can basically touch positive and negative cable together, but make sure that both the batteries are disconnected. Don't touch the positive negative if the other battery is still connected, because you're gonna have sparks and problems. So if you want to speed up the process, don't want to wait for half an hour, 15 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever. Disconnect both of batteries, and then touch the positive negative lead together, and it will basically clear all the stuff, the codes and everything. So when you put the battery back on, you're not gonna have the check engine light. It's still gonna show you the 55 or 65 miles an hour emission thing, but you have to cycle ignition usually 2 or 3 times, and then when you start the car, you'll see it's gonna go away. You're gonna be able to drive it. So thank me later. But the cost of this thing in my truck, it's actually the intake air temperature sensor, which is the same thing as the mass flow sensor, which is located on your filter. I will show it to you right now. I'm gonna pop the hood and show you what I'm talking about. And there's one more sensor that can be really dirty, which in my case which is the sensor a little bit farther down on the intake. Back on the road driving, I'm able to go over 65 or 70. So